Please be seated. Distinguished guests, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, Professor Jane Harrington.
Graduands, families, friends, guests and colleagues, as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, I am absolutely delighted to welcome you today. It is my absolute honour and delight to congratulate you all on your incredible achievements. And I'm really genuinely excited that we're here, actually in this beautiful chapel, celebrating. And it's wonderful to see you all sat there, to actually see you in your gowns and hats and actually able to come and celebrate your graduations in person. It really is wonderful. Every year, a new generation of graduates goes through the doors of this wonderful chapel, each embarking on an exciting future. And each group is absolutely unique, and that makes every graduation a wonderful occasion. Today is finally your time, as we've all gathered here to celebrate you as the class of 2020. Enjoy every minute of it. Many of you will have been supported by families and friends on your journey, and I've had no doubt, given what's happened over the last 18 months, that there's been many bumps along the way. And your families and friends will have supported you sometimes financially and almost certainly emotionally. And I do know that you'd really like to thank them. And I also know that we really need to start getting into the mood of a celebration. So what I'm going to do is ask you all to stand up. I'd like you to face your families and friends. I'd also like you to remember that there's a lot watching this online who can't be here today. And I'm sure that you will be able to make more noise than they could yesterday. So I'd like you to really show your appreciation by making as much noise as you can. Over to you. Okay, stay standing. Not bad. Not bad, though. You know, that was quite polite, wasn't it? Now, I'm absolutely sure you can holler and whoop and make a bit more noise than that. Go on, then. Off you go. Thank you very much. You can sit down, and they've definitely appreciated you all. Now, this chapel is a truly special place in which to host today's ceremony. It reminds us of Greenwich's 130-year history as a seat of learning, and we take enormous pride in that. Our heritage is one of high standards of teaching, of research and enterprise, and it's the reason why more than 38,000 students study from across the world with us every single year. At the University of Greenwich, we know that our students are outstanding. We know that each of you has endless potential. And we know that you're able to achieve absolutely extraordinary things. And I hope that throughout your time here, we have inspired and empowered you so that you believe in that too. Our alumni community already includes really inspiring individuals, such as Shabina Begum, who's only 29, but she's already included in the top 100 influential British Bangladeshis in the UK for her work on combating domestic violence and ending early forced marriage. Or such people as Dave Rowntree, the drummer in Blur, or the many students who went out to start their own businesses and became CEOs. And I, along with the whole of the university community, look forward with interest to see how your careers develop. Now, I know that graduating during a global pandemic must have been, to say the very least, daunting. But I have got full faith in each and every one of you that you will go on to do amazing things. Do remember the famous saying that smooth seas don't make good sailors. With your wide-ranging experience and the university's outstanding employability record, we were the top London Modern University for Graduate Employability last year. You are fully prepared for the next challenge, and you are Generation Greenwich. A university does not exist without all of its wonderful staff. Many of these staff will have supported you throughout your journey with us. And what I'd like to do now is I'd like to ask all of the staff, academic and professional service staff who are here and who are representing many other staff today to stand up, please. So could you all stand up? And over there, and anyone around the room, if you could all stand up, and at the back as well. And what I'd like everyone to do is to join me in thanking the PVC, her senior team, and each and every member of staff of the faculty and university for everything that they do to support our students and what you all do to make the University of Greenwich what it is, which is a wonderfully friendly, collaborative and supportive place to be. It doesn't happen without the staff, so I thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. A leader I used to work for always used to say that there are 3 types of people in the world. Firstly, there are people who look around themselves and they say, what happened? Secondly, there are people who see things happen and they watch. Finally, there are people who make things happen. What I say to all of you is be someone that makes things happen. Now, as you take the next step towards your future, be confident, be proud, be caring, and above all, aim high. Take inspiration from those who've gone before you and those who are sitting next to you. And have a look around where you're sat. Go on, have a look around at each other. And what you're seeing are future leaders, future CEOs, and a huge amount of talented people. All people that will make things happen. As of today, you've joined a global alumni community which is now over 250,000 strong. And now more than ever, this community is a powerful resource to lean on. And they, along with the university, are here to help you progress in your graduate career. And you have access to the full services of the Employability and Careers Service for up to 2 years after you've completed your studies. And if you haven't done already, I'd really encourage you to sign up to Ask Alumni, because that's where you can connect with fellow alumni, you can actually expand your professional networks, and also, really importantly, you can seek career insights that help you navigate the next stage of your journey. Now, for today and for the future, I offer you my really very best wishes and sincere congratulations on your achievements today. And I conclude by drawing on the words of Nelson Mandela, who said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So graduates of 2020, go and change the world. And we'll look forward to hearing how the world is shaped for the better by you as you do that. Thank you very much, everyone.
Greenwich Students' Union Officer, Neil Lewis.
Distinguished guests, academic staff, loved ones, those of you listening from home, and most importantly, the graduates of 2020, welcome to your graduation ceremony. I know you've waited quite some time for this moment, but it's here today. Also, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to my Muslim brothers and sisters, and Eid Mubarak to you. You have double the reason to celebrate today. Now, let's soak this in and never take for granted again the importance of keeping our friends and family close and cherish these moments, because we've learned all too well over the past few years that they are not promised. And it's so surreal that we can be here today together in this chapel, and I can look out onto your faces and none of you have absolutely no chance to turn your camera off. And we also, if we were on Zoom or Microsoft Teams, what better backdrop can we hope for than this amazing, lovely chapel? Now, we are here today because some time ago, you made the decision to improve yourself, improve your skills, and your knowledge by coming to the University of Greenwich. And today, that decision has finally paid off. But of course, you all have ambitions far beyond your time at Greenwich. This is only one chapter in the story of your life. You came to Greenwich to earn the academic authority that will carry you through life, and you've got that today. But of course, we've learned many lessons in recent times, haven't we? And I think one of those, for me, is that life will throw everything that it has at you, and you will face unexpected obstacles that try to hinder your resilience and your ambition. But recently, I learned two things from Greenwich students. Firstly, about 1 month ago, I had the privilege of hosting the first ever Greenwich Student Conference. And students bravely told the conference about some of the challenges they had faced through the pandemic. So from mental health challenges and being stranded somewhere across the world, to homelessness and even losing loved ones. But their stories were not of despair, but rather stories of resilience. I heard from them some of the most relentless efforts to bounce back from all sorts of challenges which life threw at our door. But Generation Greenwich answered that call. So this is the first lesson in combating life's challenges, resilience. But of course, I'm not here to lecture you. You've had your full share of lectures. I'm not here to lecture you about life lessons, but rather to recognize and learn those very lessons from you and the example which you have set. I've seen the class of 2020, more than any academic year I've seen in my time, display true grit and resilience in the face of unthought surprises. It's been some time now, but does anyone remember when 2020 was such a difficult year, became a meme? In the beginning of the year, people feared for world wars. Australia and the Amazon were on fire. We saw blatant racial injustice that summer. And you, of course, didn't get to graduate at the time, but guess what? Nothing stopped you, because we break down the barriers that are in our way, and we are here today. So I hope that you take the same fervor to overcome challenges out into the world with you. The second thing I learned from an individual, full of passion and determination. In taking on the government regarding an issue of alternative student finance, she spent 4 years of her life being vocal on the matter. And she's reached heights that she herself never thought imaginable. But I won't get into the detail because we would be here for quite some time, and I can see a few of you vigorously fanning away. So I'll move on. But I asked her, where do you find the energy from to push through the obstacles in your way? And she said, all you can do is do. To me, this sounded like a crossover of Nike's Just Do It and Master Yoda's There Is No Try, Only Do. But nevertheless, the lesson here is that doing something is better than sitting idly by. You are here because you have all done. You have all done tremendously well to chase after your ambitions. You're not complacent. You have shown this through all the late nights, the extensive research, and believe me, I know those dreadful 9 a.m.s. And all of this culminates today, to this day, to this moment, so enjoy it. You've shown that you will strive to achieve, and that is something to be tremendously proud about. Now I leave this with you. When I applied to university, I was struggling with my personal statement, because I couldn't say for sure what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do. And I know there are those of you who are quite rightly leading a path of conviction and you're certain about what the next steps are, and there are also those of you who are still a little uncertain about what the future holds. But take this from what I wrote. I said, I don't want to be a doctor, lawyer, nor engineer. I don't want an occupation or a career. I want to be a change maker. And you will go out into the world of work to provide vital skills and services, but wherever you go, remember that change starts here. A core mantra of mine for my sixth form college, School of the Nations, is making a difference today and tomorrow. So thank you for all of your sacrifices, which you've made along the way, and thank you for your commitment and hard work. And thank you for your resilience. Now go out into the world and be the change you want to see. Thank you.
The Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, Lord Boateng of Achim and Wembley.
Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, graduates, family, friends, and faculty. I'm delighted as your Chancellor to be with you this morning and to say a couple of words. Well, actually, it's a bit more than a couple of words. It's two couples of words, and they are perhaps important words, in some ways the most important words in the English language or in any language. The first, to you as graduates, each and every one of you, is to say, well done. well done. To graduate at any time is an achievement. To graduate in the midst of a global pandemic is something else entirely. You've earned it. Well done. Actually, let's say that to them, shall we? Let's just say, well done. Well done. But to you all, family, friends, and faculty, there's another couple of words. In my view, without any doubt, these are the most important words in any language. And they are this, simply, thank you. Thank you. Thank each and every one of you, friends, family, faculty, for being there for them, because without you, it wouldn't have happened, and they wouldn't be where they are at the beginning of their working lives. You've been with them throughout their lives. They're now beginning their working life. And they're beginning that working life with the best possible start. And that's because of what you have given them: the love, the friendship, the teaching. So a big thank you on behalf of the wider community, which it is my duty as Chancellor to represent. And as you go out into the wider world today, as graduates of the University of Greenwich, you should all know that for each of you, whatever you've done, wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, because you'll have been through a lot, for each of you, the best is yet to come. And it will be for you to shape that, but to shape not only your own future, but to shape the future of our world. And our world needs you. It needs the skills that you have more perhaps than it has ever needed them. It needs your understanding of figures, your numeracy. It means your command of the raw data and your capacity to comprehend its implications. Because what those numbers and what that data teaches us is that the world has never been more unequal than it is at the moment. And those inequalities are growing. And this university, with its inspirational Vice-Chancellor and staff, with its commitment to a better world, now ranks 11th in the whole world, 11th in the whole world, this place, in terms of reducing inequalities. And that's so important. And you go out armed with what the university has given you, but it will be for you to reduce those inequalities yet more. But also, and importantly, what the data teaches us as well is that our planet is threatened in terms of reducing numbers of species, not just in the animal kingdom, not just in the fauna, but in the flora too. A real threat to biodiversity as a result of what's happening. And you're feeling it now. Something's happening out there to our climate, and the consequence of that is being felt by our flora, our fauna, as well as the human species. And that's why this university, the University of Greenwich, is proud of its first-class rating as a People and Planet University, a member of the People and Planet University League, its first-class rating. And you take that away with you. So you take the capacity to reduce inequality, you take the capacity to nurture our world, and you have that command of the numbers, of the data, that understanding of the world of business and finance that drives growth and that will see us out, frankly, of this mess. So no pressure, but just the very best. That's what we wish you. Know this, graduates, every one of us in this room wishes you, individually and collectively, nothing but the best. And the best is yet to come. Now, part of that is the family of which you are a part, and you will be a part of it as alumni of this university. A family that is diverse. Look around you, different faiths, different cultures coming, their parents, and some of them from different continents. We are a global university, and that's part of our strength. And in the particular part of the world that I was brought up in, I was born in Hackney as it happens, but I was brought up in West Africa. That's where I was christened, that's where I grew up until I was, 15, 16. And in that particular part of the world, when we want to celebrate, when we want to big up an achievement, we have a call. And I'm going to ask you all to be part of that. Now, we here are going to say the first bit, and then we're going to turn to you to say the second. So the first bit for us, and you should be beginning to learn it by now, I hope, is, what is it?
Aiko.
Exactly, Pro Vice Chancellor. Aiko. Say it.
Aiko!
Say it again.
Aiko!
Yeah, they've got it. And you all have to say, Ya-e. Please do us a favor. Once more, please. Great, we're getting there. And we're going to say this 3 times. Aiko! 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 Which means, well done.
Vice-Chancellor, I now call upon Colin Allen, Director of Student Experience, to present to you award holders from the Business School.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you the award holders from the Business School. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Accounting and Finance, Amtul Shafi Ahmed. Saif Ali. Mohsin ul-Huk Amin. Ria Arya. Tarana Begum. Hannah Barak. Ben Mark Coppin, who is also the Chartered Institute of Management Accounting Student of the Year. Alessio Devascovi. Luam Fasai. Bradley James Fuller. Paige Garwood. Asmita Gurung. Katalin Horty. Vlada Inovskaya. Ezra Ilta. Saeed Jahidul Islam. Nevera Jamil. Tanzil Ahmed Javed. Dharamjit Kaur. Tasneem Fatima Kayani. Alina Kabir. Mohammed Umar Kapalwak. Mark Philip King Lumabi. Yunus Koksal. Lucia Kontrasova. Atiku Karash. Yen Ni La. Mo Mahi. Arundeep Singh Matu. Hong Lin Nguyen. Kayenya Ama Osiekoto. Amoke Owade. Chandniman Hemant Kumar Patel. Zubair Mohammed Sadiq Patel. Tran Kun Tifam. Justina Pulkite. Hamidur Rahman. Shelley Rose. Sakil Rahman Sarabuddin. Benjamin Joseph Sargent. Sahana Shanmuganathan. Sivashankar Sivaneswaran. Saeed Kausarul Goni Suhag. Greta Tusha. Mohammed Tanvir Uddin. Thayef Wadood. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Accounting and Finance, final year entry, Linda Bertozzi. Yunshi Chen. Chunyi Lu. Lu Xiaodong Sen. Yi Heng Yan. Chung Han Zhang. Jia Chizu. For the Diploma of Higher Education, Accounting and Finance, Melanie Dion Ali. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the list of award holders from the Business School.
Vice-Chancellor, I call upon you to confer the awards.
Right, I now have the pleasure of doing the very final formal words. But before I do that, can I get you all to stand up so we can see how splendid you look? And go on, I think we should give them a massive clap, don't you? So if you stay standing for me, by virtue of the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich and Chair of Academic Council, I confer upon all those who have been presented the title, award and honours to which you are entitled. So you are now graduates of the University of Greenwich. Well done to all of you, brilliant.
Please be seated. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, that completes this morning's presentation of successful award holders of the University of Greenwich. Would guests please remain seated until the processions have left the chapel and await instructions from stewards. Thank you and congratulations.